Yes guys, just a quick one for mapping out and shading detailed hair. So in this section I'm going to be using a 15 curved mag to generate these little careful hair strands and all these shapes to build out the hair on this cherub. So I'm manipulating my needle in different angles and generating like a pendulum like shading method to get the inking in these sections. So rather than mapping these out with a lining needle, that'll look too harsh, so I'm trying to create these shapes using the shading needle only. So there's a lot of holding your machine at different angles to get in these tight spots and sort of curve the shapes round. Whenever I'm entering the skin, I'm literally gliding on and off, so there's no ramming the needle in or holding the needle in the skin for a prolonged period of time. It's just gliding in and out. And it stops these shapes in this shading look too harsh. With any hair I develop, I always map out the complete black sections initially, along with all the detailed hair strokes, and then I can feather in the shading sections afterwards throughout the shape. So once I've feathered in, shut that window. So once I've feathered in these shapes, I can start to generate the shading sections forward. So I'm just gliding off the side of the face there into these curls of hair. Am I still in the centre of the screen? Yeah. What about now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so initially mapping is using my needle in different directions at different angles, and then with the shading it's shading in these sections. This will break down the shape and give the hair depth. So you can see when I'm pushing the forward stroke, the forward and back stroke in this pendulum, I'm also curving my needle and contouring around that shape. What you want to ensure as well is you don't overshade it. You want to make sure some skin is still showing through these sections. Just gliding again on and off. So it's like a layering process. Once I've put my first details down and then my initial shade, I can go back into some of these shapes and add in extra details, and then also shade over anywhere that needs to be a bit more darker or needs blending off a little bit more. So you can see with the shading needle you can use it in all different ways, at different angles, in different directions to build out shading. Give it a go, guys.